Good morning, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Very good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Let's wait for 2 minutes and then we'll start. I can see only 10 children right now. They're increasing.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Yesterday I had posted 2 worksheets. One was of compound interest with my solved example.
Ma'am, but it was late, so that's why I couldn't solve, ma'am.
It's okay. Tomorrow is your off, right? So
yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Tomorrow we have Good Friday holiday.
Ma'am, we have 2 classes tomorrow.
Okay, then I'll give you some time. I posted 2 worksheets. One is of compound interest, final worksheet, and another one is expansion. That is the first worksheet. And
Yes,
I
ma'am.
posted the answers also at the same time with the expansions. Okay.
Ma'am, you have given one more worksheet for compound interest.
Yes, third worksheet. This is the final one.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with the class.
Ma'am, you had given that doubt question at the last class.
I'm sorry?
Ma'am, in the last class you had given a doubt question.
All doubts, children, will be solved in one class because we will.
No, ma'am, you had given a question for us to solve.
Yeah.
Did at the end of the last class.
Did you get the answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll discuss about the answers in my doubt class only. Today we'll proceed with the topic which we were doing yesterday. So I'll just share my screen with you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yesterday we were doing this example. I'll just enlarge it. Okay. This was the example which we were doing yesterday. So we will first do this one and then I will move on to the next one. Okay. So this was the example. This is my question. A square minus 3a plus 1 is equal to 0. And a is not equal to 0. Now, if you see, it is a quadratic equation, but you will not be able to split the middle term, that is minus 3a, because the product of first term and the last term is 1a square. So no matter in whichever way you split this minus 3a, you will definitely not get 1a square as the product. So we will not be able to solve this. Plus, they want the answer for this expression. They don't want the root of this equation. So we need to understand what are they asking. They are not asking to find out the roots of the equation, because children, what they do is, the moment they see this kind of expression, that there is a square term, there is a middle term, and there is a constant number, they try to find out the roots of the equation, but you will not be able to find out the roots of this equation. And they are asking something else. They are asking you the value of 1 upon a plus 1 upon a and a square plus 1 upon a square. So the question, its tone will be different. So you need to understand what is the question asking. According to that, we are going to proceed. Now this expression I have.
Ma'am, can you?
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you explain what happened? Because our history class was till 12:30. So
I have just started with the example which I was doing yesterday. There's nothing new which I have done. I'm still explaining.
Okay.
So the expression is the way we have, the way it is given in the question. I have first written it that way only. Then I took this minus 3a to the right side. And again, it is an equation only. I divided my equation on both the sides by a. So I've written over here dividing each term by a on both sides. So after dividing, this is what is going to happen. So a square upon a plus 1 upon a is equal to 3a upon a. A and A over here will get cancelled. There is no A in the numerator, so it will be like that only. And 3A upon A, you will generate a number. So if you see, now I have got the value of what they were asking. A plus 1 by A is equal to 3. So here only thing which you have to take care is that you please don't start solving it like a quadratic equation. You have to get something else. So please note it down, this one. And then we will move on to
2
the
minutes.
second one, which is a square plus 1 upon a square. Now I have already got this answer from the first part. So I'm going to just square it up both the sides, which I have written over here, squaring result 1 both sides. So when you will put a square, I told you that complete left side will be under square and complete right side will be under square. And after that, you are going to apply the formula which I had given you in the first class. So this was a formula, a square plus 2 plus 1 upon a square, and right side is 9, 3 square is 9. Then you transpose this whole number 2 to the right side, so it becomes minus 2, and finally you get the value of this expression also in terms of number. So please write it down. Please write it down.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, let others also do.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, we'll move on to the next one.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Next example. Now here you have to find out the value of 996 square but without multiplying. Please see over here. It's written without multiplying. You have to evaluate means find out the value. So that means I cannot do 996 into 996. There's something else which I need to do, and that is
Ma'am.
application of identity. Yeah.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, in this we have done a minus b square. Here we can also do a plus b square. 990 plus 6 square.
Yes, that also you can do, but I thought this is easier one, so I proceeded with that. You can even do
Okay, ma'am.
990 plus 6 whole square. That is also correct.
Okay.
In that case, your identity will change. It will be a plus b whole square. So 996 square, I wrote it this way, 1000 minus 4 whole square, because 1000 minus 4 is the replacement for 996. If you will subtract 4 from 1000, you will get 996, and square is placed the way it was there initially. After that, I used this identity, a minus b whole square, where my a is 1000 and b is 4. So in the right side of the spread, you just substitute 1000 in place of a and 4 in place of b, and you will reach this expression. That is 1000 square minus 2 into 1000 into 4 plus 4 square. A is 1000, b is 4. After solving it, you will get 3 more numbers. This is 1 and 6 zeros. This you will multiply with a negative sign. You will get minus 8000 and plus 16, which is a square of 4. And after that, subtracting and then adding, this is your final answer. So when they are telling you that without multiplying, you have to generate the values of these numbers, we will not do number multiplied by the same number. We will, that means they are telling us indirectly to use the identity.
Ma'am, Ma'am, wait for 5 minutes when we are copying.
Yes, yes, please take your time.
Done, ma'am.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Switch over to the next slide.
Ma'am, 2 minutes.
Toshit, write fast.
Yes, Amay.
We have the second part also. Okay, let's move on to the second part, that is 9.7 whole square, again without multiplying. So this is the way I have written it, 10 minus 0.3 whole square. So again, I am using the
Ma'am, here also we can add, no?
yes, here also
9
you can.
plus
Yes, 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 you can. Change identity will change. It will be a plus b
Yes,
whole
ma'am.
square. And your a and b will also change. It will be 9 and 0.7.
Yes, ma'am.
So here again I have used this identity. Here a is 10 and b is 0.3. You place it in the spread. You will get 10 square minus 2 into 10 into 0.3 plus 0.3 whole square. After that 10 square is 100. And this is, if you will multiply, 2 into 10 is 20 and 20 into 0.3. Your decimal will adjust and after that you will get 6, not 60. Because it is 20 into 0.3. So you will get 6. And 0.3 into 0.3 will give you 0.09. Now children over here, since one of the number is a decimal number, when you are doing this step, you have to be very, very careful in placing your decimal at the correct place. If one place you miss out, you will get a wrong answer. So it's very important to be little careful when you are dealing with decimal numbers. So 100 minus 6 will give you 94 and 94 plus 0.09 will give you 94.09.
How 6 came, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
Ma'am, how did... No, ma'am, understood. Ma'am, how did 6 came over here, ma'am? I was asking.
2 into 10 is 20 and 20
Yes, ma'am.
into 20 into whole number 3 is 60. But this is not whole number 3. This is 0.3.
Yes, ma'am, 0.3. Ma'am, got it.
Okay.
Okay, Amay.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Ma'am, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Ma'am, it is 0.9 on 0.09.
It's 0.09.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is slightly different. Look over here. It is, now they have given certain things and they have asked me the value of this expression. Find the value of a plus b plus c. It's totally different question. They have given me the numerical value of this expression, which is a square plus b square plus c square is equal to 125. And they have given me the value of second expression also, which is ab plus bc plus ca which is equal to, value is 50. And I have to get the value of a plus b plus c. Now, if you see this expression, this and the third one, they only come in this identity. That is identity 11, which I had given you, which was square of trinomial. So a plus b plus c whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus c square plus 2, and within bracket ab plus bc plus ca. So the moment you come to know that which identity you are going to use, the first thing is that you have to write full identity left side as well as right side. After that, whatever is given, I've just put the value of that. So I've been given the value of this expression, which is matching with this. I have put 125 in place of that, plus 2 multiplied by, again this red lined expression is given as 50, which I replaced, and after calculating I get 125 plus 2 into 50 will give me 100, which is 225. But you have to keep in mind that this 225 is the value of a plus b plus c whole square, but they want the value of a plus b plus c, not whole square. So if I remove a square from one side, I need to put square root on the other side. Always it happens like this. If a square is removed from one side of the equation, square root comes on the other side. So now square root of 225 is nothing but 15, and with that you will write both the signs. This is very important, otherwise our marks get cut for this if you don't write plus and minus. Why? Because plus 15 into plus 15 will give me 225, and minus 15 into minus 15 will also give me 225. So 225 is the square root of plus 15 also and minus 15 also. Please note it down.
Yes, ma'am.
Done.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Let's move on to the next one.
Done, ma'am.
Let's see what's there. Now, this is another example which is similar to the examples which I had taken in my previous class. Now look over here. It is given to me that x square plus 1 upon x square is equal to 7. And I have to get the value of x plus 1 by x, x minus 1 by x, and 2x square minus 2 upon x square. We will go a little slow in this because you need to understand how it happens. I have told you yesterday also that if they have given you the numerical value of higher power, that means square powers, and they are asking you the lower powers, we start with what is asked, we square that. So x plus 1 by x is the first part that they are asking. I simply squared it and I wrote the spread of that, which is one of your formula which I had given. So now this expression numerical value is already given to me, which I replaced, which is 7 in this case, and plus 2 will be copied as it is. So again 7 plus 2 gives me 9, which is equal to
I got disconnected. So I got disconnected.
x plus 1 upon x whole square is equal to 9. So x plus, now again they want the value of x plus 1 upon x, and this 9 is the value of x plus 1 upon x whole square. So if I remove this square, I have to put a square root on 9, which is equal to again plus minus 3. So always you will write plus minus 3, plus minus after writing the square root symbol. Okay, then we come to the next part. Again, they've asked me x minus 1 upon x. So again, higher power value they have given, lower they want. So first I will take this expression, I will square it up and I'll write the spread, which I have written. So again, the spread is x square plus 1 upon x square minus 2. If you see, the only change over here and here is of the sign of 2. Here it is plus 2, here it is minus 2. Why? Because here in the center it was a plus sign, here in the center there is a minus sign. Again, for this, I've been given the value, which is 7. I replaced this portion with 7 minus 2, so it is 5. Now again, this 5 is not the value of x minus 1 by x. It is the value of x minus 1 by x whole square. So I will remove this square and I'll put a square root. But I know that 5 is not a perfect square of any number. So I'll just put plus minus sign over here and let it be like this. You will leave your answer in square root only, because here you can't take out the square root of 5. I mean, you can take out the square root of 5, but it will come in decimal. It will not be like this, some whole number. So when it is not a perfect square, you leave your answer in square root only with a plus minus sign. Now my third part is 2x square minus 2 upon x square. What I have done is, I saw that 2 is common in both the terms. So I took out 2 from the bracket, and whatever was left over, I just wrote that. So in the first term, left over is x square, and in the second term, it is 1 upon x square. Then I dealt with this portion only. I will leave 2 for the time being, and I will write how this can be written. So the same expression can be written this way. Please pay attention over here. X square minus 1 upon x square. I have put this x inside a bracket, and I've put square outside. This and this, they are same only. There's no change. Only one extra bracket, circular bracket I have put. Minus sign is copied as it is. 1 upon x square can also be written as 1 upon x within bracket and square outside, because if you square 1, you will still get 1 only, and if you square x, you will get x square. So no changes are made. It is only in a different way I have written, so that it fits into some identity. Now, what is the identity from this step? Can you find out what is the identity?
A plus B multiplied by A minus B.
But what was the identity other side, I'm asking?
A minus B square.
No.
Ma'am, A square minus B square.
Very good. A square
minus B square.
A square minus B square. The spread of that identity is A plus B into A minus B. So here my A is x and my B is 1 upon x. So A plus B is this and A minus B is this. Now I have got the value of both from first two parts. This x plus 1 by x I calculated as plus minus 3. I've put it the way it is, plus minus 3, and x minus 1 upon x is plus minus root 5. So I've put plus minus root 5. After that, I got multiply this 3 into with root 5. So it will not be 15 or root 15, children. Please understand. This root will remain as it is, only it will be written like this. Take plus minus sign of both and write 3 root 5. We cannot multiply 3 and root 5 and get root 15. That is a wrong answer, and neither whole number 15.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I got disconnected due to some issue, connectivity issue. So in the second one, how did minus 2 came, ma'am?
I'll just let me first complete. So this is plus minus 3 root 5. After that, now please go back and see what did you find. I have found x square minus 1 upon x square. But I have to actually get the value of this. So at the last, you will multiply this value with 2 also, because they want the value of this expression, which was written this way, and then I proceeded only with this. So I got the value of this as plus minus 3 root 5, and still I have to multiply with 2. So finally you get 2 into plus minus 3 root 5, which is whole part will get multiplied with whole, and 2 into 3 is 6. Plus minus will continue the way it is, and root 5 will remain root 5 only. Please follow
Excuse me,
all
ma'am.
the three parts very, very carefully, because now you are dealing with 2 signs. So you have to see that every time when you are dealing with, please switch off your audios. Switch off your audios.
Ma'am, I did
Whenever
not
you,
get the second one, ma'am. Ma'am, because I got disconnected, ma'am. Could you explain again?
yes, I will explain, Toshit, but it breaks my sequence. So, I mean, we need to see that every time I cannot go back again. So here I will explain. This is the spread of the identity. If you see, open your page where you have written all the formulae. There was one formula where I have given a minus 1 upon a whole square. It was a square minus 2 plus 1 upon a square. So that minus 2 is, I have just shifted it to the third place, and the third term I have shifted it in the middle. Please check your formula
Okay,
page.
ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. I have a doubt.
Yes,
Ma'am,
one by one.
root 5 has a value, right? Root 5 has a value, right? So why don't we evaluate it?
I have found the value, no? This is the numerical value.
Ma'am, I didn't
No, ma'am, the
understand
root.
from
Yeah, yeah.
ma'am, I didn't understand from step 3 of the third
Wait, let me
sub
finish. Well,
question.
let me clear one doubt at a time. No, hold on. First of you continue.
Yes, ma'am. So root 5 has a decimal value, right? So why don't we evaluate it over here?
No, we don't go to and change it into decimal, because it is not a perfect square. So it will continue. After decimal also it will not stop. So it will continue.
Okay.
So until and unless they tell you to get the decimal value, we don't get the decimal value. Because then over here in multiplication again you will be dealing. So we always keep the answer in roots until and unless they specify in the question that you have to get the decimal value, then only we proceed. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now Yashraj, you please ask your doubt.
Ma'am, I didn't understand from question, step 3 of sub question 3.
Step 3. This was the first step. I had just taken out 2 common from both the terms. You can see 2 in the numerator of both the terms. So I pushed it out.
Okay.
Leftover was this, right? I gave it a
Okay.
name as 1, expression 1. Now I dealt
Okay.
only with this part. I forgot about 2 for the time being. So this is nothing, but this can be written this way also. X square, I have written it like this. I've just put additional bracket, no changes.
Okay.
Minus is copied the way it is, and 1 upon x square can also be written as 1 upon x whole square, because 1 square will still give you 1 only, no changes, and x square will give you x square. The way of writing is
Yeah.
different, because I want this thing to be in some kind of identity, fall into some kind of identity.
To fit it in
Yes,
inside.
to fit it into some identity. So now this is a square minus b square, which is a plus b into a minus b. Here your a is
Yes.
x and your b is 1 upon x. And then you put the value of this from here, right? First part, put the value of x
Okay.
minus 1 by x from the second part. And then there is 2 brackets are getting multiplied. So the values will also get multiplied with plus minus sign, because both the numbers have plus minus sign. So copy plus minus
Ma'am, I
sign as
didn't
it is, and 3 multiplied by root 5 will be 3 root 5. After that,
yes.
I have to multiply 2 also with the answer of this part, isn't it? So I
Yes,
got
ma'am.
the answer of this bracket part. I multiplied it with 2 over here. Again, this
Okay.
whole number will get multiplied with this whole, you will get 6. Copy your plus minus sign as it is, and root 5 will remain root 5 only.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, I didn't understand the plus minus sign. Ma'am, how come it came?
Ma'am,
If you do, Yashraj, if you do plus 3 into plus 3, what will you get?
Ma'am, I'll get plus 6.
Plus 3 into plus 3, multiplying them.
Acha,
Plus 3 into
Uh,
plus 3.
plus 3 into
Plus
3.
into
I'll
plus
get
will give you plus answer, right?
plus
And 3
answer.
into 3
Yes.
will give you 9, isn't
Yes,
it?
ma'am.
So that means
Yes, ma'am.
if I will multiply plus 3 into plus 3, I will get 9, isn't it? Now you take
Yes, ma'am.
minus 3 and multiply it with minus 3. What will you get?
Ma'am, same answer.
Same
But in
answer.
minus.
That means because minus into minus will also give you a plus answer only, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So if I am getting this 9 by multiplying 3 into 3 or by multiplying minus 3 into minus 3, so both values I have to take every time.
Yes, ma'am.
Understood? So whenever
Yes,
now till grade 8 we were just taking plus values, but now from grade 9 whenever a square root symbol is there, you will take both the signs.
Okay, ma'am. Got it,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
do we
Thank you,
have to
ma'am.
rejoin
Ma'am?
after this meeting?
No, I have another class.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
in the step plus minus 3 into plus minus root 5, ma'am, the answers would be plus 3 root 5, right?
Plus minus 3 root 5.
Yes, ma'am, but
We
plus into
generally, yeah.
ma'am, but if one is plus and one is minus, then
No,
it will
we
be
don't
plus.
take it that way. We always, if this is the thing, we always take two signs, because that way you will have 4 combinations: plus into minus, minus
Yes,
into
ma'am.
plus, plus into plus, minus into minus. So we don't take all those. We just write in combination. Are you getting what I'm saying? Otherwise, you
Yes,
will
ma'am.
have 4 different options. The number part will be same, right? For plus
Yes, ma'am.
into minus, you will get minus answer.
Minus
For
and
minus into plus, again you will get minus answer. For plus into plus, you will get a plus answer. For minus into minus, you will get plus answer. So 4 different combinations will still give you 2 answers only,
yes,
isn't
ma'am.
it?
Yes, ma'am.
So we keep it that way only. That is why we have covered all the options.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Do I move now to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I think very less time is left, so I don't think we'll be able to finish another one.
I will introduce some formulas so that we can start with the questions. Let's see. No, I have got one more question. Let's try to finish it. I've got 6 minutes. Now, look here. This is x square plus 1 upon 25x square. The value is given to me. 9, 2 by 5. It is mixed number they have given. And I need to calculate x minus 5 upon x. Now, if you see this expression whose value is given, and if you see this expression whose value I need to calculate, I clearly see that x square is a square of first term and 1 upon 25x square is the square of the second term. So what I will do, and second thing I've told you, when they have given you the value of higher powers and they are asking you the value of lower powers, we start with what is asked. So I wrote this and I squared it up. So this again using this formula, a minus b whole square. So I will get 3 terms. Here my a is x and b is 5 upon x. So wherever a is there, I will put x. Wherever b is there, I'm going to put 5 upon x. So I will get this spread. A square minus 2 into a into b plus b square. So when I have replaced b with 1 upon 5x, complete thing should go inside bracket and then square outside. It's very important, children. After that, you put the square, it is x square minus, there is x in the numerator and denominator, cut it and you will get pure number 2 by 5 plus 1 upon 25 x square. Now in my next step, I have just done a rearrangement. X square was on the first place, continues to be the same. This third term comes in the center and this second term goes in the third place. So it is x square plus 1 upon 25 x square minus 2 by 5. Why did I do it? Because I've been given the value of this expression as 9 2 by 5. So that is why I rearranged my expression. So in place of this, I have written 9 2 upon 5 and this minus 2 upon 5 is the same way written. This I converted into improper fraction. 9 5s are 45 plus 2 is 47 by 5 minus 2 by 5. Both of them are like fractions. You will simply subtract the denominator, numerators. Rohan, I'll get back to you. Just give me 2 minutes. 47 minus 2 is 45. 45 by 5 is 9. So I got the value of, now please see, I have started with x minus 1 upon 5x whole square is equal to 9. So, but I need the value of not whole square, but x minus 1 upon 5x. So I remove this square from one side, put square root on other side, and then again I get double answer plus minus 3. Rohan, please ask.
Ma'am, in the step where you converted the mixed fraction into a improper fraction, could we just subtract 9 2 upon 5? Could we just do 9 2 upon 5 minus 2 upon 5 is equal to 9?
Yes, you can do it that way also. That's not an issue. I usually do it this way so that everybody understands. If you're comfortable doing it this way, I mean straight away getting the answer, you can do that way.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome.
Ma'am, and after this answer, we get this answer, we will not convert into mixed fraction.
After this?
Ma'am, after we get 9 as an answer.
But 9 is a perfect square, no?
We will not convert it. Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Okay,
Whole number, why will you convert? And plus you
ma'am, because it. Ma'am, because the answer, the question was like 9 2 by 5, so I thought that we will convert in the mixed fraction.
No, I converted this in the improper fraction, and then finally I got the answer as whole number 9. So now I have to remove the square. I put a square root, so it is, I mean, perfect number which I am getting.
Okay, ma'am.
Understood?
Thank you, ma'am.
So I have taken many examples and I have already uploaded the worksheet in your group. Please go through the questions, solve them one by one. Most of the varieties I have covered in my 13 examples. Are you getting? And I have uploaded my solved examples also for your reference. I have uploaded whatever formulas we have done. I have uploaded that. Everything has been uploaded. So we will continue till example 13 we are done. Tomorrow again, or whenever is your next class, we will continue with the same thing. So have a nice day.
Tomorrow do we have holiday or school?
That you will come to know. You will come to know. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Have a good day, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Bye, bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, children.